and welcome back to WolfQuest. So we are here with the Sagebrush Wolf Pack, currently going around actually after chasing off a yearling as a part of 3 of our wolves test to see who will be the next pack leader after Vole. Custard Cream is actually one of the very best wolves. She's quite gentle and she definitely jumped right in. So she's definitely an interesting potential. It would be, I feel like she would be more of a gentle leader like Chocolate Brownie, except the fact that she jumped in right away makes me think that she might have the confidence of Vole. So that's interesting actually. We did learn a lot last video about that, so it is very good to know what wolves would be best. I did also manage to figure out how to turn on the wolf health display. So we do have that now. Alright, well, let's go over here, strengthen that, and then we can go back down to our den. We might actually sleep out here tonight, though, since the wolves are actually pretty hungry. Alright, who do we have back at the den? I think we have, like, everybody? Yeah, everybody other than the 3 of us. Well, it might be worth finding a nice place to sleep, especially since it's raining. It might turn into a storm. Well, I guess that's a potential nice thing to do. I don't know. Oh, Vole. There we go. He sorted himself out. Okay, well, there's a grizzly about. Better be careful of that. Let's continue west and, well, I guess we could sleep here. There's a nice big rock over here, which we could sleep next to. I don't know, I feel like that might be worth it, because then he'd be able to get back to his puppies even faster. And does affinity. Good for you, Red Panda. Good for you. Is everybody okay back there? Good. They're doing alright. 2 of the pups are in the den, but that's okay for now, I guess. Everyone else is okay, so that's good. And a lot of minor injuries. These must be all the minor injuries from the bison hunt. Do we have any injuries? No, not right now. Okay, well, that's good. Okay, then. Are the puppies okay back at the den? Yeah, they're a bit hungry, but they'll be alright for a bit longer. Okay then. That was worth it, I think. We did need to sleep since Vole was clearly very exhausted. Alright then, Vole. Also, I probably ought to switch graphics down a little since I did do a little bit of a different video from usual not long ago, just yesterday evening, and I had to turn up graphics as high as possible to get into Floppy's enclosure, so we did change the graphics, but there we go, now it's running a bit more smoothly. Okay, so we're gonna head right down south all the way to the den directly. I don't think there's any point strengthening that. We did go through those hexes, and by going through we must have strengthened them to a certain extent. Are wolves with us? Ooh, female lupine creek dispersal. You know, never miss a chance to train these wolves a bit more in fighting. If they're gonna fight, then it's worth having a go actually. And just seeing, oh mind you, let's just see what they do, but they might be interested in stealing some of our wolves. Nope, nope. Fleeing is the only thing in this wolf's mind right now. Okay, well, it's because it's half health. Okay, well, this is a different wolf than before. We're going... Oh, it's fleeing. Seriously? Wait, if we pretend to be scared too, maybe it won't flee. No, it's fleeing. Well, maybe if we give it a brief bite, then it will want to stay about and fight. There we go. Alright, that's got it interested a little bit. Okay, now if Vole rolls over, I don't like doing this, but sometimes these things are important. Then we're going to do just... Nope, he's just going to flee anyway. Let's run after him with an angry, threatening snarl and just give him another quick bite. Come on. We need you to, fight. Come on. Don't you want to attack us? Aha, now, oh, Rolly's in there first now. Interesting, I didn't think Rolly would jump in, and now Custard Cream is chasing. Okay. Will he want to attack again if we bite him once more? No, he's made his mind up that he's fleeing. But Rolly clearly has a interesting measure of thought. I mean, it seems that Velvet very much held back. I don't think she bit the wolf once either times that we attacked. So Velvet might not be the ideal leader. But then as well, sometimes that wisdom is good. I mean, Velvet's a very, very pretty wolf, I won't deny that. But we're not choosing wolves based on coats, or we'd be going for Velvet. And Velvet might not be the right leader. We're choosing based on who is the correct leader for the pack. Okay, well, we are in rival territory, so we are going to need to be a little bit careful. There we go. Alright, wolves. You know, it seems like Roly... Okay, so let's quickly think the wolves out. So, Custard Cream. Let's go in order of the health thing. Custard Cream went straight into it and was the first to attack in both fights, I think it was, actually. Mind you, Roly was first to fight in one of these times. But anyway, Custard Cream seems more like Vole, except she's probably a little bit more gentle than Vole would be. So I think Custard Cream's gentle, but also perhaps a little bit more, I don't know, more ready to fight than Vole is. And maybe even enjoys fighting. And I'm not sure whether that's true or not, but that would potentially make me go a little bit on Custard Cream, whether Custard Cream would be a good leader. Where are we? Okay, we can strengthen this. Velvet did nothing. So Velvet very much seems to be a gentle peacemaker, which is good again, but kind of a little bit... Yeah, I mean, it is very good that Velvet's a gentle peacemaker, but... Then the thing is, being a peacemaker in the middle of a huge fight with lots and lots of wolves doesn't always work. And if she's not prepared to fight at all, then that's not going to work. All of them have -2 stamina, right? Let's have a quick check. Custard Cream, Velvet, and Roly. Yep, they all do. Oh dear. And I think one of the reasons, I mean, Velvet's actually a stronger wolf than the others, which is also interesting. But Roly has the health. So Roly would be a very healthy wolf, which is, yeah, that's a good trait to have. I mean, I'm not quite sure how things will play out after Vole goes, but I think we're going to have to choose a good leader, and that's going to need a lot of thought. I think that Custard Cream might be a little bit too ready to fight. I mean, Vole's ready to fight, and I know it's turned out okay, but it would be better if he perhaps didn't fight quite so much, like Chocolate Brownie. And Chocolate Brownie was an extremely gentle, kind wolf. I don't think Vole quite inherited Chocolate Brownie's gentleness and kindness, but he does love his puppies a lot. I feel like Custard Cream's more gentle and kind, but also only to her family and only to the wolves she's loyal to. Right, we better not go down there. Uh-oh. Please don't tell me we're stuck. Okay, there we go. Whereas Velvet is just completely kind and gentle to anybody, and I don't think she likes the idea of hurting wolves. I mean, she is only a yearling, so she will get that wisdom with age on who to fight and when you need to fight. Roly seems to be a little bit more balanced. He's ready to fight, but he won't pick a fight. Like, he won't, if he sees a wolf going across the territory, I think he'd be the kind of wolf that would growl, tell them to leave, and if they still don't, then he'd chase them off. Whereas Custard Cream, I think, would be, this is our territory, a little bit more. And then attack the wolf, and not in a mean way, but to defend her pack and her puppies, if she had any. So I think that Custard Cream, yeah, we have a lot of contrasting personalities, really, in these wolves. A lot of contrasting personalities. And it's deciding which personality would be best to go for. I mean, all of them are pretty good. The problem is, I feel like Velvet might be a little bit too lenient on stranger wolves. I mean, she didn't attack whatsoever once. So, and she was the one who was hanging back on the hunting too. She wasn't the best at the hunting either. So maybe Velvet isn't quite the right wolf. Custard Cream is just all the way bold. Which is interesting. It's interesting. It's good and it's bad. Definitely good and bad at the same time. Because I wouldn't lie and just say it's only good. Because it isn't really. Alright, well. Let's take Vole back. Oh, careful, Vole. Let's go back to the den. Can't smell anything dangerous. Good, good, good. Only some mule deer close by, and that's hardly a danger. Pack affinity is very low, so we probably ought to go back, really. We've left the puppies too long already. They'll be wondering where we are, and I bet they're hungry too. Alright then, we even have a rabbit for the rest of our wolves. Hey everyone! Let's remove that for now. Hello, puppies! Here's a rabbit for whoever wants it. Puppies, do you want some food? They're so cute. They're such sweet little things. Oh. Okay then, eat up, my friends. Eat up, my little puppies. Velvet's greeting them again. Velvet is, I mean, I'm not going to deny it. Velvet is a very, very pretty wolf. She is very beautiful. I mean, that's one of my very favorite coats. Like, what's it called? Velvet? It's just 992M, but it's such a pretty coat. I really like it. Alright, well, Rolly is Chocolate Snout. Another coat I really like. And Custard Cream, I really like Custard Cream's coats too. What's Custard Cream's face like? Custard Cream, stay still for a minute. Custard Cream, please, stay still. Okay, we're gonna have to go into a screenshot. That'll make Custard Cream stay still. Custard Cream has a nice face, but you can kind of tell perhaps a slight hardness to the gaze. Like, we'll get a better look on the family tree. Yeah, Custard Cream, very yellow eyes actually. That's kind of creepy. Well, I guess custard eyes. I don't know. Alright, puppies, you full? Well, I guess there's no harm in sleeping again, but let's quickly go ahead and howl first to make sure that affinity is higher. There we go. Now affinity's right topped up. Okay, everyone, let's go ahead and sleep. Oh, look at Jaffa curled up next to us. Yes, I know. Fleas, fleas, fleas. Is that all we ever have to think about? Nobody's inside. Good. Alright, then. There you go, Vole. Have a long snooze. Rhodey's minor injury is healed. Good for him. Good for the rest of the pack, really, to be honest. I mean, when one wolf is strong, the whole pack's strong. Well, unless that wolf is extremely selfish. Okay, everybody. No dangerous scents? Well, I guess we better go hunting then, since actually a couple of wolves are quite hungry. Alright, everyone. Who's coming hunting? Who is coming hunting? Quite a few wolves. That's a lot. Star's hungry. Cotton's hungry, but they're both not coming. It'll do, I guess. Well, let's go. We can't waste any time. We might as well get out right now. So, I think that we got the notification that elk are migrating north. So, I suppose we better head north then. We've got a good 6 wolves with us. That'll be enough to take down a good elk. Or, I know what we can go for. We can go for the bison. There's bound to be some food left on it. And we never even got a full belly from it. We never even ate the entire thing. We got a decent meal, but it wasn't a complete meal. So we ought to really head over there. And then once we're done, maybe we can do a couple more tests. Once we're done eating, that is. We can send some of the other wolves back and maybe do a couple more tests for Rolly, Velvet, and Custard Cream's back at the den. Well, I don't know. Maybe we can do some for just Rolly and Velvet. If Custard Cream doesn't want to come, that's her decision. But we might as well try something out for the other two. This is it, wolves. Let's go this way. We might be able to get a really delicious bison meal. Are you up for that? Look at them run beside Vole. Vole's such an amazing wolf. Alright, everybody. This way. There's a rabbit if anyone wants it. Nobody will. Nobody ever goes for the rabbits. Except for when they're not supposed to. Then they go for rabbits. Well, I suppose that's a little unfair. Pronghorn. Even some bison. Okay, no, we're not losing another packmate to bison. We lost one packmate and it was worth it just that one time. But we're not going to make bison hunting a frequent practice. Mind you, it was kind of a bug that we lost the wolf to. And with the health thing at the left of the screen, we might be able to do it. But let's only do that if there really isn't any other food to fill everyone up. Bison, bison. I can't smell anything else. Male dispersals. That's not good. Well, I mean, it could be if they're up for fighting. That sounds so weird. For the wolves training, of course. Well, are we nearly there yet? I think Vole's a little bit like an impatient puppy. Okay, no, let's go. Everyone okay? Everyone doing well? Good. Everybody's keeping up. Let's continue. All of the wolves fanning out behind him. Vole's definitely the fastest of all of them, which is interesting. But, I mean, the other wolves aren't slow. Okay, leave the mule deer for now. We're going for bison. A bison carcass. Oh, the food will be so good. It's right on the border, though, so we need to keep our eyes and ears out. So be careful, wolves. Alright. Elk herd 2. Okay, so failing the bison, we can have some elk. There are elk that are actually extremely nearby. Well, that's wonderful. That's actually perfect. That's a good arrangement. I can't smell the bison carcass, which is a little bit concerning. Okay, there it is. There it is, there it is, there it is. It's got plenty of food left. Wow, this is going to last us ages. Oh, Knight did catch a rabbit. Well, for once, someone caught a rabbit. That's wonderful. Alright, everyone can eat their fill then. Wow. Killing bison is worthwhile. I mean, it's perfect. Look at that bison. I think it's like a luxury, a delicacy for this pack. And of course, we do need to remember that Aurora did sacrifice herself for it, which we are grateful to her for. Alright, is this low health at all? Little bit lower. And what about this one? This is a fox, isn't it? No, it might be a coyote. I can't tell from here. Okay, that's a fox and it's low health. That fox is coming a little bit close. Okay, no, it's fleeing again now. Let's quickly give this coyote a quick bite. It's in... Whoa! Never mind, there are multiple coyotes. Okay, back to the carcass, everyone. Back to the carcass. We're in someone else's territory. Be careful. Alright, now we can attack the coyotes because it's our territory. Let's give this one a quick bite. Ah, it's not our territory anymore. We are literally right on the border. Alright, go away, coyotes. It's time you left. This is not your territory. Ugh, even if it's not ours. Go away. It's wolf territory. Go away. That's it. Goodbye. I know. Why don't we give our puppy a meat chunk? Okay. This probably isn't a popular idea, but maybe we can just briefly nip into Crescent Hill territory and give our old puppy Feather a little bit of a, a little bit of a help. I mean, there's no reason why not. Just a small bit of bison, just so that she has a nice small mouthful. Chocolate Brownie always did that for his puppies. I think the Vole's kind of remembering that and thinking, oh, maybe I should do the same. There you go, Vole. Everyone full? Everyone okay for food? Yep. Everyone except the wolves who stayed behind. Well, it was their decision to stay behind. I think we should head up towards that area. Alright, well, let's quickly send back everybody apart from the wolves. You know which ones I mean. The ones which are potentials for next leader. Alright, off you go, everyone. Goodbye. Stay safe. Okay, let's grab a meat chunk then. It's not a complete meat chunk, but it'll do. No one will mind, really. Well, we've been reduced to only, like, 2 health things on the left of the screen, which is good. Now, let's go ahead and let's make our way over into our puppy's territory. Ooh, rabbit. Nice. Someone can catch that. Oh, it's a fox. Don't catch that. The poor fox. Ah, dear. Well, it's... Okay, yeah, it is... That is the fox that we were watching that was sitting by the carcass that our wolves growled at. Okay, I know we are briefly nipping through this territory, but as well, I mean, if we run into a fight, what a pity. We'd just have to fight. Ooh, dispersals. Okay, let's put this down, and then we can go hunting for tests for these wolves. These tests might not last the entire thing of Voles here, just till we find the suitable leader. And then a second choice if that next leader decides to disperse. Alright, now we've got to turn over towards the west. Abandoned coyote den. Snowshoe hare. Abandoned coyote den. Okay, which territory is this? Not quite the right one. We need to head a little bit more towards the north. Not that much though. Come on, Vole. Let's quickly rush through the snow. I think that they'd appreciate just a small, a small meat chunk. And let's quickly so that they know we've left it here. Let's call it the food, meat, no, just food rock. There we go. There we go. Just so they know, you know, maybe Vole's communicating in that house somehow that something's happened over in that direction, and he's hoping that his daughter will go check it out. Okay, well, we're back in our territory. Kind of a shame that we didn't run into any wolves, really. We could do with some. A couple wolves, like, maybe just enough to outnumber Vole and his pack. Well, the wolves he has anyway right now. Outnumbering his whole pack would be a bit of an uneven fight. But here are some dispersals. Okay, let's hope it's multiple wolves. We might as well go find out. This isn't our territory, but you know, we need the practice for our wonderful wolves. Okay, they're not far away either. Let's see what we can do over here. 500, 300, 300. Ugh, we're falling. Okay, it's alright. Now we're up again. Let's be careful over here. Ugh, who would want territory like this? It's so hilly and annoying. Well, Vole says with Hellroaring Mountain in his territory. Where are those dispersals? They're not here. Aha! There he is. Hello, friend. How are you doing? Yeah, he's a dispersal, alright. Let's do an angry, threatening snarl. That'll bring his fight meter up. There we go. His fight meters are pretty high. His flea meter is even higher, though. So let's be careful not to bring up his flea meter. Never mind. Okay, he's fleeing. Let's send him off to our territory. Then maybe we'll be able to, you know, decide to make him fight again. Let's just send him to our territory first, though. We really could do with some kind of territory fight. I mean, are there any hexes that we want to steal? I mean, Vole did literally say that this is terrible territory, but it wouldn't be that bad. It would contribute to his square of territory still. So, you know. Okay, he's fleeing. Why not? We might get a fight from it. It's worth trying. Just, you know, having a brief... Oh, or even better, we can guarantee there's a fight. Okay, I know this is really risky. Here we go. But we need to somehow make it so that we get wolves coming here. Now, why did we wake up? We can go back to sleep. There's no wolves here. Ugh. This is still their territory, which is good, so they might come over. Let's hope the puppies are okay back at the den. Yeah, they're full. Good, they must have been fed. Well, are we seriously not going to get any wolves after all of this? Are they just deciding to give this hex to us? We literally howled before we went to sleep and they're just not coming. Very suspicious, actually. Dispersal wolves from the Pine Creek pack. Lupine Creek pack too. That is strange. I mean, what other hexes could we take? We could take this one and then go for another one, because we could do with expanding our territory a little, since the pack is always growing, and Vole isn't just being completely unreasonable. It's good to sometimes get some more territory, just to tell those wolves that his pack is still around and well, and to warn them of their territory too. Since, you know, if they've just had some territory stolen, they're going to be more annoyed and more likely to fight. But that's not the only reason why. It's also just so that Vole can warn them off their territory. Like, Vole's territory. Well, next time we'll go ahead and see what we can do. Actually, why isn't this getting more strong? Oh, I think that pack's dispersed. That's why they're not coming to fight us. Ah, well. Next time we'll go ahead and see what we can do, continuing around this great, interesting map. We might as well go see some of these dispersals. It's good fun doing these tests anyway. I enjoy it. Apologies if you do not. Please comment if you don't, and I'll do something else. But until next time, I hope you have a lovely day and you have enjoyed this video. Bye-bye.